Eh, we're going to go over number 1 and 2 of our PDN before jumping into some board equals paper and continuing to convert improper fractions to mixed numbers. First, we're going to divide 3,293, our dividend, by our divisor of 5. I'm going to first start with D for divide and see how many times 5 can go into 3. Because 5 is bigger than 3, I can't actually make any groups of 5 when I have 3 of something. So I have to put a 0 up here and a check next to divide. 5 times 0 is 0. Put a check next to multiply. Now I subtract. 3 minus 0 is 3. And then I bring it on down and bring it on back. I put a check right there. Now I'm going to roll my 5s until I land on 32 or get to a number that's bigger than 32. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 35 is a little bit bigger. Skirt. Go back 1. And 5 goes into 32 6 times. Put a 6 up here. Put a check next to divide. 5 times 6, we just did that out, is 30. Now I will subtract. 2 minus 0 is 2. 3 minus 3 is 0. So 32 minus 30 is 2. And then I bring it on down and bring it on back. And I have 29. I'm now going to do the exact same process, rolling my 5s until I get to 29 or a number that's bigger than 29 and stopping. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35 is bigger than 29, but I got to go back because it's bigger. And I see that 5 goes into 25 5 times. Put a check next to divide. 5 times 5 is 25. Put a check next to multiply. Now I'm going to subtract. 9 minus 5 is 4. 2 tens minus 2 tens is 0 tens. And then I bring it on down and bring it on back. And now I have a 3 down here. I'm going to do that same process for 3. For 43, rolling my 5s until I get to 43. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Oop, that's a little bit big. Go back, skirt. And that means I can fit 5 into 43 8 times. Check next to divide. 5 times 8 is 40. Now I'm going to subtract 40 minus 43, which equals 3. Put a check next to subtract, bring it on down and bring it on back. I can't bring on down or bring on back anything. So I see that my answer is 658 remainder 3. For number 2, 937 divided by 4, I'm going to go through the same DMSB process. 4 goes into 9. I'm going to roll my numbers until I land on 9 or a number that's bigger than 9. 4, 8, 12. Skirt. Go back 1. Fits in 2 times. So I'll put a 2 up here and a check next to divide. 4 times 2 is 8. Put a check next to multiply. 9 minus 8 is 1. And then I bring it on down and bring it on back. Put a check right there. Now I can do 4 divided by 13, or how many times does 4 go into 13? 4, 8, 12, 13. Sorry, 4, 8, 12, 16. A little bit big. Skirt. Go back 3 times it fits in. 4 fits into 13 3 times. 4 times 3 is 12. We just did that. And now I'm going to subtract. 3 ones minus 2 ones is 1. 1 10 minus 1 10 is 0. And then I bring it on down and bring it on back. And now I'm going to do that same process for 17. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. 20 is larger than 17, so I need to go back. Skirt. And it fits in 4 times. Put a 4 on top of my quotient line and a check next to divide. 4 times 4 is 16. Put a check next to multiply. Now I subtract. 17 minus 16 is 1. And then I bring it on down and bring it on back. And I am done. So my answer is 234, remainder 1. Today we're going to continue to review how to change an improper fraction into a mixed number. So changing a fraction into a number with a whole number and a proper fraction. The first thing we're going to do is look at the denominator of the improper fraction. Then we're going to create a fraction that's equivalent to one whole using that denominator. We're actually going to draw a picture to do that. Then we're going to repeat one whole until there is only a proper fraction left, and you're going to add on that proper fraction that is left over. So here's how we do it with the picture already drawn. 13/6. This is an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than our denominator. 13 is bigger than 6. So if we look at our page, we have it written out right here. Each of these fractions is split into, or each of these pieces is split into 6. And I have first 6 over 6. Then I have 6 over 6. And I have 1 over 6. And I know this is 13/6 because each part, or each shape, is split into 6 equal parts. I'll say that again. Each shape is split into 6 equal parts. And when I count up the shaded shapes, my total number is 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So what I'm going to do to make my mixed number is I'm going to first count out all the whole shapes. 1, 2. There are 2 whole shapes. Then I see that there is 1 proper fraction left, 1/6. And I'm going to put that right next to my whole number and say that there are 2 and 1/6 in this picture. 2 and 1/6 is equivalent to 13/6. When we just have the fraction, which is what we're going to work on today, when we just have the improper fraction and no picture, we can actually just make the picture ourselves. So what we're going to do here is, I see the fraction is 17/8. Again, that fraction is 17/8. 8 is my denominator. So I know when I create a fraction equivalent to 1 whole, I'm just going to create something that's 8/8. So I'm going to actually make a shape right now. I'm going to make a box since I'm not a good drawer, and this is like the easiest way for me to make a shape. I'm going to make one that has 8 equal parts since my denominator is 8. So 1, 2, 3. And I break this in half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm going to count up and see how many times it takes me to get into 17 shaded parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 8/8. Not yet at 17. So I'm going to make another box. And this box is also going to have 1, 2, 3, 8 different parts since my denominator is 8. 9/8, 10/8, 11/8, 13/8, 14/8, 15/8, 16/8. Believe that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So now I have 8/8 here. And I need to make one more box because I have 16/8 and I haven't gotten to 17 yet. So I need to make one more box. 1, 2, 3. And now I need to shade in just one more eighth because I have 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now I have 17/8. And this shape is 1/8. So now I can count up my holes, 1, 2, just like I did up there, 2. And then I can count my 1/8 right here and 1/8. My whole number 2 and 1/8. The key is to make shapes that have your denominator. Let's do one more example, shall we? I see my denominator for 11/6 is 6. So I'm going to make a shape. Again, I'm going to make a box because I can't really do the circle thing. So I'm just going to make a box since that's easier for me. And I'm going to make this box with 6 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to draw in until I get to 11 parts shaded. 3, 4, 5, 6. This fraction, and we could all identify this, is 6/6. I haven't gotten to 11 yet, so I'm going to create another box. And I'm going to start counting at 7 because I've already counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now it's going to go 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, I'm there. I didn't shade in my whole shape, so I'm just going to write in the fraction here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 6 shapes. So I have one whole square or rectangle circled in. And I know it's a whole because there's 6/6. And so my numerator and denominator are the same. So I'll put a 1 here for my mixed number. And then I have my proper fraction, 5/6. 11/6 is equivalent to 1 and 5/6. Shoot your shot.